measures to boost Hong Kong's economical development.
Xi stresses need for flu vigilance.
UN in new aid appeal for Philippines.
And Russia said Iran sanctions won't work.
The DHK Evening News with Ivan Leung and Amy Blom.
Good evening. A series of initiatives aimed at spurring Hong Kong's economical recovery has outlined in Chief Executive Policy Address. Donald Trump highlighted the need of closer regional cooperation, better use of land resources, and developing 6 economic areas where Hong Kong enjoys clear advantages. He says that removing obstacles to development would propel SAR to a knowledge-based economy.
The Chief Executive has also called on Hong Kong people to continue to maintain vigilance against human swine flu as winter approaches. Donald Tsang also announced in his policy address plans to encourage medical tourism by building 4 new private hospitals which could offer traditional Chinese medicine.
Now, officials from North Korea and South Korea has met talks on preventing flooding along the river running through their heavily armed border. South Korean official says 2 sides gather in North Korean border of the town of Kaesong. The meeting comes a month after North Korea released a massive amount of water dam into the Leung River without advance notice, triggering floods that killed 6 South Koreans. The North Korean says it released water because the level of the dam was too high.
The Senate Finance Committee in Washington has passed its version of President Obama's health care bill, the centerpiece of his entire domestic program. The US $800 billion bill will extend health coverage to millions of uninsured Americans. President Obama hailed the Senate committee's vote as a critical milestone. The Democratic-controlled Senate Finance Committee approved the measure on a 14-9 vote, with Senator Olympia Snowe becoming the first Republican in Congress to back a health care reform bill. Senator Snowe said she backed the plan with reservations, and she could not guarantee her continued support as it advances through Congress. "My vote today is my vote today. It does not forecast what my vote tomorrow will be," Ms. Snowe said. The proposal to reduce costs, regulate the insurance market, and expand coverage was the last of the 5 pending health bills to clear a committee in Congress. It will be merged with the Senate Health Panel's version and moved to the full Senate for debate in the next few weeks. Pretty much everything has been said, and now it's time to get the job done, Democratic Chairman Max Baucus said in an opening committee meeting. Republicans have condemned the plan as a costly and heavy-handed government intrusion into the private healthcare sector.
A UN official says that UN will appeal on tens of millions of dollars in fresh aid for Philippines in addition to US $44 million already pledged as countries grapple with massive destruction from back-to-back storms. A typhoon on the heel last month on the tropical storm triggered landslides and widespread floods on the northern Philippines, killing 669 people since September 26. About 6 million people has been affected, and the cost of damage estimated to 336 million, official says. The UN flash appeal of 74 million aid for Philippines, so so far generated 90 million, and another 25 million has been committed separately, says Jonathan Holmes, the UN Under-Secretary of Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief. The UN is ready to call for more aid. Final assessment to extent of damage is made, he says. Mr. Holmes is expecting another appeal would ask for an additional tens of millions of dollars.
Threatening Iran with more sanctions would be counterproductive, Russia's foreign minister declared Tuesday, resisting efforts by US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to win agreement for tougher measures if Iran fails to prove its nuclear program is peaceful. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov spoke as Mrs. Clinton visited Moscow, her first trip since becoming America's top diplomat, in an effort to gauge Moscow's willingness to join the US in imposing sanctions. Mr. Lavrov said Russia's position is that under current conditions, even the threat of sanctions against Iran would be counterproductive. Mrs. Clinton said the US agreed it was important to pursue diplomacy with Iran. At the same time that we are very vigorously pursuing this track, we are aware that we might not be as successful as we need to be. So we have always looked at the potential of sanctions in the event we are not successful, and cannot assure ourselves and others that Iran has decided not to pursue nuclear weapons, she said at a joint news conference. Iran insists it has the right to a full domestic nuclear enrichment program and maintains it is only for peaceful purposes, such as energy production.
Australian Prime Minister Kevin Rudd says he contacted Indonesian leaders over the weekend to express concern over the growing numbers of illegal immigrants attempting to reach Australia by sea. Indonesia is a common transit route for people seeking asylum in Australia. Mr. Rudd says he needs Indonesian cooperation to control the increased number of people trying to reach Australia from Afghanistan, Sri Lanka and the Middle East. The Indonesian Navy had intercepted a ship carrying 260 Sri Lankans that she was heading for Australia.
Doctors in Spain say the former Boyzone band member Stephen Gately died of natural causes. A post-mortem examination found the singer suffered a pulmonary edema and accumulation of fluid on the lungs. The 33-year-old star was found dead at his holiday home in Majorca on Saturday.
The latest unemployment figures shows that they are likely to show a rise on the 2.5 million in United Kingdom. The last month's figure reveals that unemployment increased by 210,000 in 3 months in July to reach 2.47 million, edging close to 2.5 million mark. The figures will come out. Youth unemployment is under the spotlight of expecting hitting 1 million. A new study shows that the 16 to 24-year-old are out of work, and longer than 6 months has reached the highest level in 15 years.
And finally tonight, if you're a thrill seeker, then you may wish to follow the adventure seekers around the world who are heading to the new frontier to get the high-altitude thrill. Finally tonight, if you're a thrill seeker, then you may wish to follow adventure seekers around the world who are heading to the new frontier to get the high-altitude thrill. Bolivia is the destination. Due to its awesome views from the Andes, mountains will help to attract a new kind of tourist. Whether running from the start of the mountain peak, the strong cool wind helps the skiing flyers soaring over the mountains for a fantastic view with more than 13,000 feet above sea level. That's it for now. I will be back with the late news at 10:30. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.
Yep, bye-bye.